Hello. Oh, hey. How are we doing, guys? Oh, good. We'll get a little bit more rowdy when we have the actual announce happen. Is that right? Great. Well, my name's Chloe Heft. I am the VP of Marketing for Venue, formerly Notes Live. Woo! We are so happy that you guys are here today. Good evening, City of Champions. We're here today on the grounds of the highly anticipated outdoor amphitheater, a place destined for countless future memories to celebrate our brand new naming rights partner. We're incredibly proud to share this moment with all of you. Even though the secret was spilled a little bit this morning, it is all very special to us here that you guys are here. You know, this hasn't been an easy road. Our team has poured our hearts and souls into finding the perfect fit for this monumental and iconic venue, a place that embodies the spirit of the city for the venue that is considered to be our flagship here in our collection. Colorado Springs is our home. This is really proud for us. And you know, while the sunset will always hold a special place in our heart, we cannot wait to officially introduce Music Fanatics to its new name. Before we continue, I want to go through a little bit of housekeeping stuff, because you guys, how many of you guys it's your first time on site? This would be the majority of you. Awesome. So I'm going to walk you through a little bit about where we're at with construction, but also where we're, what places you are sitting in right now. And for everybody at home, we do have a live stream going right now. So hello and welcome. We're happy you guys are here to join us for this monumental partnership announcement. So starting off, where you guys are sitting right now is our 100s level seating. This is where your reserve seats are going to be. Behind you, you have our luxury fire pit suites. Those are for sale for ticketing online if you guys want to buy some fire pit suites right behind you. Behind that, you have our 300s level section, which is another reserved seat section. And then behind that is our grass berm. In just a few months, we'll actually have a building erected on the top of that hill, which will be the Ross Seafood and Chop House. And that is going to be an event space and also a luxury venue for dining. So if you guys want to check more about that, check out venue.live and check it out online. All right, anybody want to hear where we're at with construction? Great. So the stage that we're on today, the stage infrastructure is complete. We are actually just finalizing some cosmetic pieces now. We're painting the walls and kind of finalizing the stage. The concourse, we're actively pouring the concourse right now throughout the grounds. Right now, they had poured this bottom piece here this week, so we're moving very briskly on that. The back of house, as in the kitchen spaces, are starting to be assembled with all the pieces that they need to be operational, including the artist compound. The chairs will be installed, so for the actual, traditional reserved seating chairs, those will be installed in the next couple of weeks. So we'll have actual seats here in the next couple of weeks. It's very exciting. And then lastly, as I mentioned, the building on the very perimeter on the top of the berm, that foundation has been poured, and our sound wall will be begin its final installation process on July 10th. So we're going to have that sound wall erected well before we open the doors. So we're really excited about that. Just a few more notes here. I want to thank you again, all of you guys, for being here. There's many investors in the city. There's many community organizations in the city. There's many just awesome people for joining us today. It's a beautiful day in Colorado Springs. Look at that sun coming through. It's a little bright, but it's nice. Joining us today, I want to shout out a few people. We have our AEG Presents, our operating partners are behind us, who are joining us, and they're here today. So they're going to be helping operate the building, and they've been booking the building. They've been doing a great job. Of course, we have our venue staff out here in the audience as well. I don't know if you guys can shout out if you do work for the venue out here. There's a few of us. And then I also want to recognize our civic dignitaries that are in the audience today. We have City Council President Randy Helms. We have City Council Member David Lineweber. We have District Attorney Michael Allen. We have County Commissioner Stan Vanderwerf. We have Deputy Chief of Staff Travis Easton. Sheriff Joel Roybal is also allegedly here somewhere. If he's here, raise your hand. He is here today. And anybody else as well who's in the audience. And thank you so much for serving our city and supporting our project. We're very, very proud. All right, are we ready to get this thing started now? All right, so over the next few weeks, as you guys have heard me say, this is a team venue. Over the next few weeks, we will not only be transitioning our Colorado Springs venue to the Ford Amphitheater, we will also be in the process of transitioning our corporate brand from Notes Live to Venue. So keep your eyes peeled on our corporate websites as well. All right, to unveil this monumental partnership, I would like to introduce our fearless leader, champion of Colorado Springs, founder, chairman, and CEO of Venue, formerly Notes Live, and music fanatic, J.W. Roth. Additionally, before we get started here, I want to introduce our new partner, our good friend and champion of this great city, Kevin Shaughnessy, president and CEO of Phil Long Ford Dealerships. And they're going to grand unveil our brand new amphitheater.
Well, first, let me just say how thankful I am that you're here. It's a big day for us. I can officially now say welcome to the Ford Amphitheater. My dad, our whole family, we've been a Ford family our whole lives. My dad likes to brag that he drives the oldest Ford truck in Douglas County. He tells me all the time that people at the gas station try to buy it from him, which is probably not true, but that's what he says. He does have Douglas County's oldest license plate, YS580. So anyway, we've been a Ford family for my entire life and my dad's entire life. So anyway, we can't be more excited about this partnership. We've spent a lot of time working through and building what we believe is going to be by far the most luxurious amphitheater ever built. There's nothing like it. I always tell people that this is you'll know us because we are the most luxurious amphitheater ever built. But from now on, I'm going to say that this amphitheater is King Ranch Amphitheater. I echo what Chloe said. None of this would be possible without a whole bunch of folks on our team. And I'd like to recognize the guy that sort of led this process from the get-go for us, and that was Brock Matthews and his team, and I want a big round for Brock. He oversees all of our partnerships and the relationships that we have with so many different companies, and this one has been the most important, front and center, and he has shepherded the process all the way along, trying to coax Kevin down here with his checkbook, and we're thankful that that happened. You know, there's a lot of different names that you could pick, and we looked at a lot of them. But at the end of the day, I wanted a name for this amphitheater that was American, and that was legendary and historic. And so we picked this in conjunction with Kevin and his team, and we couldn't be any more proud of the fact that this place is built Ford proud. We've looked at it from a bunch of different angles, and at the end of the day, there's no other way to say it than we signed a really good deal. We signed a great deal for our company. We signed a great deal for Ford. We have a 10-year, multi-million-dollar deal, and it is huge for us. It's huge for Ford. It's huge for this community. At the end of the day, you know, when we did this with the idea of being a tide that lifts all boats, not just our company's boat, not just the rest of our campus boat, but the boats of our entire community. The goal is people don't drive north of County Line Road any longer to go to a concert. They drive south of County Line Road. I'm now going to introduce my new partner and my good friend and a guy that just embodies Ford and is a community leader in every way, Kevin Shaughnessy.
Thanks, JW. How cool is this place? I'm Kevin Shaughnessy. I'm the president and CEO of Phil Long Dealerships, and we've got 15 stores, mostly in Colorado, one in Raton, New Mexico. But the anchor of our Phil Long brand and our mother store is Phil Long Ford of Motor City. And Phil Long was a war hero, came back from World War II and started a dealership in 1945, and we've been here in Colorado since then. And Ford is the anchor of the Phil Long brand in Colorado. But I'm not here today to necessarily represent Phil Long as much as just the Colorado Ford dealers. And somebody was asking me, so who's the sponsor? Is it Ford? Is it the Colorado Ford dealers? And the Colorado Ford dealers collectively, we market our brand and we do local sponsorships, everything from Pee Wee baseball and Little League teams to the Denver Broncos and the Denver Nuggets. And we put our brand out there at places that we have brand pride and affiliation in the state of Colorado. And we want to be associated with things that represent the adventurous spirit of Colorado. We want to be associated with things that represent the experience of Colorado. And when we were shown the Sunset Amphitheater at the time, I just thought, we got to be a part of this. This is a brilliant piece of our community. This is a brilliant addition to our state. This enhances the experience for Coloradans. And I just imagine people watching their favorite band, seeing a show, taking pictures, sharing it on Instagram with a Ford oval somewhere in the background, and just thought I want to be a part of that. And so last year, before I'd ever even heard of the Sunset Amphitheater, I'm sure people were deep in the plans, but Ford Motor Company in Detroit was working with a band that came from Colorado Springs, a little band called One Republic. You might have heard of them. I think they're going to be playing right where I'm standing in 2 months and 5 days. And they contracted with One Republic and made them the soundtrack of their Christmas campaign. So if anybody remembers the Ford commercials, you probably don't. But bring everyone together from One Republic was the theme of the Ford Christmas campaign last year. And Ford Motor Company, as part of that agreement, was able to get One Republic to play a celebration for the top 100 Ford dealers in the country in Orlando earlier this spring, and I got a chance to go out there and see that. And what a talented band, and I'm just telling you, you're in for a treat. August 9th, 10th, and 11th here, they are gonna blow the roof off this place, and it's gonna be fantastic. So I've got some notes. I've skipped them up to now, but I'm just so excited to be here, so forgive me if I got a little carried away. Whoa. But I really want to shout out to J.W. Roth, to Brock Matthews, and to AEG Presents Rocky Mountains for bringing us into the amphitheater family. We're proud to have our brand association with the Ford Amphitheater, and we're really looking forward to just making memories here with all of you. And all your local Ford stores. Again, the reason we do this is we're proud of the communities that we serve, and it's college athletics, it's Pee Wee athletics, it's professional sports, it's activities and associations that matter to Coloradans. And the local Ford stores, when we sell a car, we contribute a little bit to a fund that we use to market and advertise and both those awesome commercials that you see that say brought to you by your local Ford dealers. But we also sponsor events and activities that we think enhance the lives of Coloradans, represent the experience that Ford represents and represent the brand in Colorado. And we're just so honored to be woven into a fabric that you know, in the words of One Republic, brings us all together. And today, as we unveil the Ford Amphitheater, I want to tell you that it is the hottest ticket in town. If you're following online, there is so much buzz around this place right now. And today, when the word got announced to who the sponsorship was, you know, I made myself crazy by reading all the excitement and then reading all the trolls and everything in between. But I'll tell you this, whether they're excited or trolling us, they're talking about us. And it's exciting. They're paying attention. We're on the map. And this place is set to be, I think, the most amazing music experience in the nation. Even the trolls are going to have a hard time tearing this apart. And as JW mentioned, the amphitheater, it's going to be a source of enrichment for our community, and we're thrilled to officially align with it. In Ford in Colorado, we view ourselves as more than just a brand. We're an experience, and we view ourselves as a Colorado experience. I drove here tonight in my Bronco, and it just represents the fun and the freedom and the outdoor life and just the experience that is Colorado, and we think that this amphitheater is an emblem of that. And we're rooted in the state. As I mentioned, Phil Long Ford started in 1945, but we're not even close to the oldest Ford dealer in the state. I think the O'Meara family is, you know, almost 115 years selling Fords in this state, so hats off to them. Ford had a Model T plant in Denver in the 1910s where they were building Fords, brand new Fords here in Colorado. So the roots truly do go deep, deep with Ford in Colorado. But we also want to drive experiences that reflect the beauty and the spirit of Colorado. And this beautiful amphitheater in the shadow of Pikes Peak is just a way that we're committed to bringing more incredible experiences to Colorado. So I just want to say cheers to the all-new Ford Amphitheater. And we can't wait to start sharing unforgettable moments under the Colorado sky with all of you. And here's to ever more just great Colorado experiences. Thank you for having us here tonight.
Well, I just want to thank you again for joining us out here. We couldn't do this without the support of our great city, the leadership of our great city. They have been behind us from the beginning. We have worked hard to make concessions to be the best neighbors that we can be, and we will absolutely continue that for the history of this amphitheater. I just want to thank everybody from the Notes Live team, everybody from Venue, everybody from Ford, AEG. This amphitheater is fan-founded, it is fan-owned, and we couldn't have done it without our investors. Many of them are here. They've bought our fire pits, they've bought our owners clubs, and without them, we couldn't have done this. We ended up being a little bit over budget, maybe about $30 million. Somebody said to me the other day, they said, well, geez, does it get any worse than that? And I said, yeah, it could have been $40 million. But at the end of the day, we're going to build what's right, and we're going to build what's best. And honestly, we didn't care how much money it costs. We're going to do it, and we're going to do it right, so that when you sit in here, you'll be proud of what we have accomplished. So anyway, 66 days to go, and we're going to drop the red flag, and we'll be off and running. Thanks a million for coming. I appreciate it.